Just gonna warn you now, this video is gonna be shallow and pedantic.
I agree as well. Shallow and pedantic.
Alrighty guys, here she is in all her completed glory. Everything's pretty much done except for a few minor little things that I'm going to take care of over time. As you can see, I got the rear plastic cover that was missing, and I put the bolts long enough to put my trunk system if I choose to get one on there. I've had the bags put back on, and I have a comfort seat that I haven't popped on there yet, but I'm going to wait on that. As you can see, I didn't want a full face windshield, so I actually went with a micro deflector, and it works great. It also is adjustable. I can just grab it with my hand and it just angles up, or I can slide it down or slide it up. Yeah, I hate the way these things look with the full face or the full front windshield, so I decided not to go that route. But outside of that, it's just a few little plastic pieces now that I want to resolve, like these guys here and maybe those down there, because as you can see, they're a little cracked, scraped up. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty much done. I noticed that this piece is broken right here, but I highly doubt I'm gonna actually replace that cowl over that little tiny piece that's barely noticeable. I still want to do the touch-up paint on the tank, but as you can see with the nice little wind deflector on there, it's perfect size. It's just this is how I feel like it should have been. So, and then I still have to get my emblems or stickers, whatever I'm choosing, on the sides there. So same thing with this side, replace that one piece of plastic. However, the lower plastics on this side are also broken, so yep, I don't know who dropped it or crunched it, but there's that. And then I ordered the Honda touch-up paint for here so I can do this properly. And yeah, and then there's this one little tiny broken section right here. How frustrating. How frustrating. It went from there to there in that little panel. But like I said, all things that I notice. I don't think too many other people are going to pick up on it. Especially as you step back further, you're like, oh, it's almost not noticeable unless you're really looking for it. And I'm one of those people that has OCD really bad, so I'm looking for it. I am considering drilling the pipes. A lot of owners said that it's a lot better for the system, and it sounds a little bit better. So, yeah, I am considering drilling the pipes. So, we'll see. As of right now, I like it. I'm going to leave the packs on for the winter because I'm constantly putting cold clothing with me. And going grocery shopping and doing my photography work for real estate, so it's kind of nice having the bags on there right now. But when summertime rolls around again, I'm probably going to be going more for the sporty look. We'll go ahead and pull the pipes off, and I might even start looking at some different pipes, like some Delcovic pipes, something to give this a bit more of an aggressive tone. This bike's very quiet. It is very hard to hear this bike coming. It's like stealth mode 10,000 bike for being 1300 cc's and being very peppy and quick. This thing is very quiet. I think it's, yeah, really capping the motor and the power that the thing can put out. So anyways, just want to show you guys, pretty much I'm done. It's a very nice bike. Especially for what I got it for. It definitely needed the new tires, so I'm glad I put one on the front, and the rear one was already done not too long ago, so it's ready for the road, man. So we'll be taking a lot more trips. I've almost got the girlfriend convinced to jump on the back and ride to Miami with me. Or just take it straight to the Bahamas. Who knows? Could be fun. Take it out to the Keys. Could be fun to drive this all the way to the Keys. Who knows? We'll see. That's the idea of this bike, right? Long distance traveler bike, 7.6 gallon tank. It's about 48 miles to the gallon if you're on the highway. If you're inner city, you get about 200 miles to the tank. Not very good. Definitely chews up some gas inner city, but if you're on the highway, boy, this thing, whew, it gets great gas mileage for how big it is. Kind of crazy. And this is probably one of my favorite geared bikes I've ever ridden. Even though it's only a 5-speed, it'll still top out at almost 160 miles per hour. And the gears were very well thought out. I'm going to tell you that right now. The gear system on this bike is incredible. It's probably one of my favorite bikes I've ever ridden. Ever. I love this thing. It is just awesome. So, yeah. This is something I had been slowly working my way up to. I wanted a big cruiser. I wanted a Pan America for a long time, but I couldn't afford them. They were like $6,000-7,000. I wasn't about to pour that kind of money, or I'm sorry, a Pan European. Their used market is like almost $7,000 for these things. So I was like, man, that's a lot of money. I could buy a brand new sport bike for that. But then I kept telling myself, I'm like, man, you'll find a deal. You'll find a deal. And finally, I managed to get a really good deal at $1,800. Granted, I've thrown about $500 worth of work into it myself now, but aside from that, parts and you know, if I had taken this to a shop for everything I did and replaced it, they would have hit me with a bill that was close to $1,600 easily. So yeah, doing all the work myself, I saved myself a lot of money. So I'm about $500 in on parts plus the purchasing price. So $2,400 altogether. I think that was a really good deal. So it's a bike I'll probably have for quite some time, as long as no major issues arise. I will probably have this for a good amount of time. I wanted something that was going to be super reliable for long distance, be able to pack a bunch of stuff in if I decided to do a mini camping trip, stuff like that. You know, I don't know. I wanted a cruiser for a long time that was sporty. I got both with this. I got like the crossover of bikes. This is like the ultimate bike to own. It's super fast, very aggressive, but also can just cruise and just be a big bike and enjoy what it does. So yes. All right, guys, I'll catch you on the flip. Not sure I'll be putting out too much content ending this year. Maybe a video here or there, but nothing special. Probably till after Christmas or New Year's. So if I don't see you guys, happy holidays, man. Love y'all. Deuces.